Honestly, if you can get the value, I do not think there is a stronger attack at Town Hall 13 than Blizzard Lalo. And here are a few examples of how I look at Town Hall 13 to see if Blizz Lalo is something that I want to use. Hey guys, welcome back to the Clash Tips YouTube channel. I used a ton of Blizzard Lalo in CWL this past season, and most of the time whenever I'm using Blizz Lalo, I look to go after the Town Hall. But if I can get another juicy section of the base and then do a hero dive at the Town Hall, then that is definitely what I do. I don't do it a lot because honestly it can be really difficult sometimes, especially if the Town Hall is set back a bit. But this time it really worked out. So there are essentially 4 priorities whenever you're trying to do Lalo on a base. Number 1, of course, is getting down the Town Hall, so you have to have a plan for that. Number 2 is going to be the Queen. Number 3 is going to be the RC. Number 4 is going to be the Clan Castle, and not necessarily in that particular order, but in order for your Lalo to be successful, you have to get all 4 of those down somehow, some way. If at the same time you're able to get down some high-value targets, such as a scatter shot, maybe an Inferno Tower, maybe an Eagle, which I just happened to get. I couldn't believe that the defender put all of that super high valuable stuff right in the same area. Perfect for a Blizzard. Also, there were no places for giant bombs, so it was super easy. The only thing that could have really wrecked my Blizzard, and even then I could have adjusted for it, would have been the tornado trap. And also, honestly, I didn't see it at first because when I looked at this base, I thought, how can I Blizzard the Town Hall? Because that's typically my first go-to. That's typically the first thing that I look at whenever I want to do a Blizzard. So I was looking at it and I thought, holy cow, the Archer Queen, the RC, the Eagle, a scatter shot, a ton of other defenses are all kind of piled right here in this little corner, and I can Sui the Town Hall, so why don't I try doing that? So not only was I able to get those extra super juicy targets, but I was able to create the pathing for my heroes as well, to where all I had to use was a baby dragon and my king and my queen, and I actually used a golem as well in front of them. They were able to just funnel right into the Town Hall, and then I brought in my Lalo in on the back side. I typically will bring 2 haste and 3 freezes. I'll go pretty heavy on loons up front, typically 5. And then I'll bring in 3 to 4 for the other defenses. If I'm bringing back-end loons, black-end loons, they are black loons, but not black-end loons, the back-end loons, then I'll typically bring in 2 or 3 depending on the defense. 2 will take down an archer tower, 3 will take down a cannon. So that's how I typically look at a base whenever I'm deciding whether or not I want to do Blizz Lalo on it or not. So a lot of times with my Blizzards, especially at Town Hall 13, I look at an air defense that I can use to anchor a hound to. So I send in the hound, and then I send in my Blizzard blimp directly behind it. And then the way that I look at it is, even if my Blizzard blimp goes down early, can I get the value that I really need? And in this case, for example, I would have gotten that value because I would have gotten a CC, I would have gotten the Eagle, I would have gotten the King, and then I could have gotten the Royal Champion and the Archer Queen with my heroes, as you'll see here. Thankfully, my Blizzard did get all the way to the Town Hall, and the Town Hall is a primary target. I was actually going to I was actually going to bring my Lalo into the Town Hall if my Blizzard blimp didn't get there for some reason, but I was going to take the same plan. But that's typically how I look at the base. I look at anchoring my Blizzard blimp somehow with a lava hound, and then if my Blizzard blimp does go down early for some reason, then what value can I get, and is it worth it? If it is worth it, then I go ahead with the plan, and I go ahead and use that Blizzard blimp even if it goes down early, because I'm able to get the targets that I'm really wanting to get. If you've watched any of my other Blizzard Lalo videos, you know I like to look at a base as a pie, and I take out a corner or a piece of that pie. I actually had some Domino's pizza tonight. This video is sponsored by Domino's. Not really, but I had some Domino's pizza tonight. So it's just like I took a huge slice of that pizza, and then I'm just kind of going around the pizza, eating piece after piece after piece with my Lalo. Again, I go heavy in the beginning, 4 to 5 loons, typically 5, kind of depends on what defenses are there. For instance, if I have an Expo that I'm gonna have to hit quick, or a scatter shot, or an Inferno Tower that I'm gonna have to hit quick, then I'll typically go heavier. If not, then I'll put 3 to 4 loons, and then I'll let those loons converge in on that Inferno Tower, or converge in on that scatter shot. And then typically at that time I have 3 and 3, or I have 4 and 4. So I have 6 to 8 loons that are converging on that high damage, on that high hit points building. So that's kind of how I do it. But remember, whenever you're doing the blizzard, look for those high value targets. Look for the town hall, of course, is number 1. If you can blizzard the town hall, then go for it. I think that's awesome. Number 2, if you can get the CC, you need to draw the CC. Number 3 and number 4, of course, are the RC or the queen. Getting one or the other, and then being able to do a hero dive on the other hero that is air targeting is going to be of utmost importance. Now, this is another example of me using an air defense to anchor my blizzard blimp. Now, I'm taking a little bit of a risk, but again, I looked at my targets. I was able to draw out the CC. I was able to gain an Inferno Tower. I did get a little lucky. I hit the tornado trap, which can be horrible to a blizzard blimp, but I was able to drop it right before it did much damage. And if you get hit by the tornado trap and you still have your blizzard, you still have your super wizards that are sitting there, just keep throwing down them vis spells every 4 seconds. Let the tornado trap do its thing, and then once the tornado trap is done, then you can use your super wizards and they can take out everything that's around it. So at this point in the attack, I've gotten my top 2 targets. I've gotten the CC. Actually, thankfully, my super wizards completely destroyed the CC. I was able to take down the town hall. Now I have 2 targets that are left that are of prime importance. That's the RC, which just went down to my king right there. And then all that I have left that I really have to worry about is the enemy archer queen. There are a few ways that you can take out an enemy archer queen. The most obvious, of course, is toming in a few headhunters. I do bring in 2 headhunters just for that purpose. I bring in the Lalo over the top of my heroes. In an earlier video, I pointed out that a lot of times your Grand Warden will stay with your heroes. So that's the reason that I put my Grand Warden off to the side, because I don't want my Grand Warden to stay with the heroes. I want it to stay with the Lalo, and I want the Lalo to be the main focus of my Grand Warden's aura, of its tome power. But I do tome in a few headhunters. Another option, if there isn't much splash damage nearby, if you don't have anything else that can get an enemy queen or an enemy RC, then you can use Rage and Skelly, and that is just a last option that you can use if the rest of the attack is something that looks like it's going to be absolutely beautiful, except for this one thing, I just can't get the queen or I just can't get the RC. Then using Rage and Skelly is something that I will use as well. Hopefully this video was helpful. If so, give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. We've had a ton of people subscribe recently, so leave us a comment down below letting me know what you would like to see on the channel. Thanks so much for watching.